The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I noticed that. Hey, I noticed on the thing when the graphics come up, it says Lewis Dix and Jeff Arnold. We need to remove his. Contractually, we have to remove his name so we don't get sued. Because he's a public figure now. I mean, with all due respect, he's a public figure now, so we.
I thought about that earlier.
What?
About the intro having Jeff's
Yeah, I saw it
Jeff's
the
name
other.
on it.
Yeah,
still.
last week I said, oh, his name's still on there. And I was like, oh, I didn't want to get hit by his lawyer. I didn't want anybody come up to me saying you've been served. Hello, everyone. Hey, I'm Lewis Dix. Dannon is, or as poet, I didn't really catch poetess when I came in. She was saying is, what did you call it?
Splash.
Splash. And I you know, people that you know say things and you just flow with it and you don't really hear or listen maybe. And she was just saying splash and I was just answering her. And then it finally registered, oh, she was talking about splash. And she was talking, so I got that. That was funny. So he's on his way. He lives, if you're from Los Angeles, we're in the city. He lives in the valley, which is technically 25, 30 minutes away. But everybody thinks everything is 15 minutes away in LA. And it is if there's no traffic. Everything's about 15, 20 minutes if there's no traffic. But there's always traffic. And so he'll come in rushing like and I was telling him, poetess this, it's like, why do people when they know they late come in rushing when they get here? You're already late. You should have rushed before. And he knew since last week he was going to come. And then he just, people are just tardy. And we're all like that. I'm like that. If I don't get up,
I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Tardy.
Tardy.
Yeah, I'm like that. If I don't get up at a certain, and I think we all do that. You have a time thing. Okay, if I set my alarm, I got to get up because I know I got to shower. I know basically how long it's going to take, and then that 5 minutes can cost you. That snooze button can cost you. So,
I know. I hate when I get a late start on the day.
Yeah.
What time do you usually wake up?
It depends on what I have to do. I mean, if I'm on the road and we have shows, then I'm not up maybe around 11:30, 12, and then I'm resting my brain because I don't have the show until lobby call time is 6 o'clock. So or sometimes I'll walk the city
when you're home and during
when I'm
the
home
week.
During the week because coaching doesn't start till 3. So, but basically, I get up. I get up around, if I go work out around 9.
Wow, you're a late riser.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to get up at early 7, 6, I get up. If I have to get up, I can get up. I just have to set the alarm 3 or 4 times. Yeah.
I usually get up between 6:30 and 7.
Yeah, I did that for a long time when the kids were kids.
Sleeping in to me is 8 o'clock.
Wow. I like sleeping in. I'm nocturnal, which is a beautiful word I learned. Active at night. So I love words, but I'm just not. I wish I was smart enough. I love smart people who
articulate people.
Yeah, people who know little things. Like it's little things. Like Craig Robinson knows little things. The names of them, like it's those little things that you might put, let's say limes in, the little white things, circle things that has a name to it.
Yeah, that you squeeze the lime in,
or it's a little circle thing you could could put dip in it or whatever. No, it's just a little. I would call it a small cup. That's how public school I am.
Oh, okay.
But it's a little circle thing that.
Well, he's world traveled, right?
Right.
He's been around some white folks.
Right. So he's well. Okay. Right. And black people too who know that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then and you know, the little things that they're called something. You know, the little things that you might get some ketchup in or sauce in.
Container.
No, but it's a small one. But that's called something too.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, it's the little things that you would say if you wanted a side of ketchup. They put it in a little thing and snap the cap on top of it. Just, you know, but I'm good at telling people, oh, thank you, and then I try to write stuff down so I can, but it's hard to remember it. But nocturnal is one of my great words. I like, not great words, I just like it, you know. And of course my favorite word is John, Philly word. So listen, so it is, we're back. The big clock is still here. I had a dream about it.
Ramekin?
Yes.
A Ramekin.
A Ramekin is. Can we show him a picture of that?
Yeah, I'll show it.
Yeah, Ramekin. Yes, and he was like, "Hey, can you hand me a Ramekin?" And I was like, "You know,
napkin."
Yeah, right. When somebody says something you don't know, you get that pause, and he caught the pause. Like, okay, you don't know what I'm talking about. And then I was like, "Oh, that's what it is." And at least he didn't do what some people do. How you don't know that? You know that. So he's not like but he was a teacher. So teachers teach. Coaches coach.
Was he a teacher?
Yes, he has his master's in music. He was a teacher in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, he was
impressive.
Yeah, and then his principal let him come out here for a pilot season to audition. He was scared to ask his principal, say, "Hey, can I go out and pilot?" And his principal came up to him and said, "Hey, listen, I know you want to get in show business pilot season, so go ahead. I'm gonna give you time off." And he never looked back.
Well, you know what? That's nice, because you know I had a boss like that too. When I first moved out here, but I moved out here to get in entertainment. I just had that job to get by until then. But the boss I had was really supportive and flexible. He felt as long as I get the work done, I could work my own hours or whatever. But he let me go on tour, go to the studio, and always had a job to go back to.
Didn't you work for a tax person?
Yeah, I worked for a CPA firm, and he's still an angel to me to this day. When I was first starting my business, he made a huge contribution to get me this place. So he's always been supportive my whole career. Like he said when he interviewed me that I came to the job interview dressed like Madonna.
Hilarious. Hilarious. That's
it funny. Was
like a virgin?
No, I had on lace. I don't know what I was tripping on going to a job interview with my hair tied up in a lace thing. I hear splash. But here's the Ramekin. Right.
Yes. That's the Ramekin. Yep. Yeah. And that's what yeah. And a lot of people will smoke their little weed in that. That's ashtray too. It's an ashtray too. It's an ashtray. So yeah. And so yeah, it's always nice having someone who can support you. Yeah. Somebody who can support you and help you fulfill your dreams. And those are good people. There are a lot of good people like that. And everyone who's successful or on their way to being successful has a person like that in their life who said, "No, go ahead. I got you covered."
Yeah, and he still does my taxes and stuff. It was a CPA firm. Morton Haas and Company was the name. Now it's Haas and Daw.
Now, how did the Daw come in?
Well, one of the guys that worked there for a long time, even when I was working there, they made it into a partnership.
Good for him.
And if I wanted to become a CPA, they would have put me through school. And what shows that they're a good company to work for, I worked there, I'm telling you, damn near 20-some years ago. It's still the same employees there.
Wow, it's good.
Yeah, so shout out to them. I mean, he really helped me when I was struggling to keep this business going and never sweated me about paying him back or, he believed in me. He said, all you need is capital. You know how to do it. And so he helped me, and here we are. This August, 8 years here at Morris Media Studios.
Wow, good. Congratulations.
Wow, it's crazy, 8 years. Hello to everybody in the chat room. Splash is walking this way.
So hello, shout out to the people in the chat room. I don't know what would make. Last week, Danny came in with the whole bottle of lotion. I don't know if that was a bit or was that necessary.
No,
They got
he
travel
asked you.
size. Yeah, but they got travel size.
He probably needs the whole bottle.
Who carries around a big? Well, women, you know. So I
Someone asked to ask Lewis, did he watch the George Carlin documentary, and if so, what are your thoughts?
As a matter of fact, I did. I watched that, and I watched the Robin. That's funny. We were on the same page. I did watch that this weekend when I was chilling at the hotel, and I watched the Robin Williams piece. The George Carlin piece was really nice, good. I mean, I've always liked him. It was interesting, his transformation, but we all, no matter what profession you are, there's a transformation that takes place within you, and then you have to decide to walk it. And hey, how you doing? What's up? So we'll let Dannon sit in, and then he can talk about this.
What's going on, Lou?
No, so one of the people in the chat room was asking if I saw the George Carlin documentary.
Oh, wow. I didn't see it. Is it new? Was it old?
Yeah, it's new.
It just came out.
He's my favorite
Had
comedian.
you ever met him, or have any of you guys ever met him?
Never met him. But I'm definitely a fan of his. It was interesting, the whole thing about the words, the 7 words you can't say. So he's your favorite comedian?
Yeah. If you ever look at my bio, hey, POTUS.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We got a new name for you.
Oh, God. Never mind.
Continue.
If you look at my bio, I have under my name, the Black George Carlin.
Okay, that's a little too much.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a little.
Because my style is like his style. He was very topical.
No, your style is not like his style.
Well, I am going to commit to
Did you
it.
say he's much better?
Yeah, he's 10 times. I mean, come on, your style ain't even close. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Damn.
I mean, he's got.
I already having a rough morning with my car, man. So
is that what happened?
Oh man, my transmission light just came on, and it's I got a beamer, so I don't know. I hope I can just get it back to the valley.
Oh.
Gosh, I don't know what that, man. So it's been
What year is your car?
06.
Okay.
It's got a lot of miles, but I mean, my mechanic just left and looked at it. It was like, yo, your car's perfect.
Oh, that should have been a telltale sign.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's fired.
That's
yeah,
funny.
I love BMWs. They you can ride them till the wheels
You
fall
can,
off.
but I mean, I got an 06. It's got a lot of miles,
Yeah.
but if you take care of it, but the transmission, the light just came on, and I was coming down Crenshaw, and I was, oh, come on, man, not now.
See, that's why you gotta have the kind of car I have where all the lights are on.
Yeah, so you don't know.
It doesn't matter.
So you don't know what's wrong with it.
It's all every
Yeah.
time Code 3 gets in my car, she's like, "Really? Is it Christmas?"
So do you need gas or do you need an oil change? Like, no.
Well, one of the lights that's on is that ABS light.
That's the brake, anti-brake.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
That's the
light's
one I hate to
That
see.
light is on.
Oh my
In
God.
my car, and also the tire sensors. When I went and got new tires, they didn't put the sensors back in, so that light is on.
Okay.
That the tires.
But that's that one won't it's not too bad. That ABS light,
Yeah, and
because your car won't even. You can't even switch the. See, it ain't nothing wrong with yours because when mine comes on in my car, I can't switch.
it's
I
just a
can't put it
light
in
thing. It's just a
shift.
light
No.
thing. So so George Carlin, to answer that question again and again, yes, I did, and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Is it on Netflix?
No, I'm not sure. I think it's on HBO.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I just miss we just don't have people like that no more, man.
Yeah, I saw.
Dave is close.
Yeah, he's closer than you are. But
Yeah, yes. Well, at least to the bank he is.
I mean, well, hey, we all. Hey, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But I on the plane, I was watching. Caught a couple films. I was like, let me watch some movies I haven't seen. And No Sudden Move. That's
Who's
with
that
Don
starring?
Cheadle, and it's an older flick.
Oh.
I enjoyed that. And I watched this thing on bears. Yeah, bears.
Man, it is funny you should say that. Did you see that Instagram video
No, what?
recently? I saw it yesterday. So this girl, I don't know if she was white. She looked either white or Hispanic, and sexy, dressed all, and like in shorts and a nice little sexy top. And she's holding a little cub. I mean, the motherfucking cub is probably no bigger than that cat right here. Like,
Okay.
and the cub is just licking her all in her face. And, and then the cub bit her. And you just hear the camera go, and you hear it go, ah, and then it's dropped the camera, and I just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, these people love messing with.
Man, white folks, man.
And I say I was gonna say white folks.
No, you can
but
say
I'm
it.
to a point now where it's people.
Well, black people are getting like that too, because we trying to be like them.
It's just
taking
people.
a dog to Starbucks and buying this motherfucker a coat. What the fuck, man? He got fur for. That's what he got fur for.
There was a dog on the plane in the seat before me, and
probably in first class, looking at you like.
No.
Oh.
We both were in coach.
Oh.
But the dog was. I mean, the woman was just tripping. I mean, I don't know. People. We'll get to that. I got a thing about.
But yeah, anyway, back to the bear, man. The bear bit the little cub, bit the chick right here in the. I mean, she was licking it, but he probably was tasting like this bitch is quite delicious.
She had some salmon.
Yeah.
She had some salmon.
Yeah, she had salmon face.
That's their that whole hibernation thing in the salmon. It was pretty interesting. I mean,
bring it up. It's funny, man.
It wasn't interesting. It was just something to watch. Hey, okay, it is. We have like one more week left of May.
Golly.
22. I can't believe that we're heading into halfway through the year.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy, Lou.
I can't even remember saying 5, 4, 3, 2, Happy New Year.
Yeah. Well, you won't because it's damn near. You should remember. You're about to say it again.
It's just amazing how quick this thing is.
You on point this morning. I was thinking about the bear, and I was thinking about that. I was thinking about how when we were kids, everything took us a long time. Like, damn, I can't wait till summer or school's over, or man, I can't wait for us to go on vacation. And it seemed like it took months and years for that time to come up. Now, it's life. Just
prom season, and shout out to all the young people who are going on their proms, and
don't get some pussy for the first time. Have a good time.
And it was the prom couples are so interesting.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's like you see, like, wow, that's a couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louis Dix is on
their
goddamn
outfits.
fire this morning.
And their outfits.
You are on fire this morning.
Oh, their prom outfits.
The parents should be put in jail on some of these girls is wearing.
Yeah.
For real. There's no way you should let your daughter. You are telling that dude he getting the pussy tonight. You were telling. You just saw one I saw. I was like, is that the mom or the daughter going out?
But the boys are so naive, and the girls all look like they know what they're doing.
The boys ain't naive. Them boys are playing that game like, oh, this is cute. And when they get in that car, you know I'm going to tear that ass up tonight.
Okay, because it was a thing. I remember my prom. My prom was horse and buggy, old school prom.
What?
No, I'm just saying horse and buggy. That's how old it was. We took a horse and buggy. We didn't have a limousine. My uncle drove us.
Wow.
And dropped us off.
My brother let me use the car.
And we were able to, our after prom was in the basement.
Oh, yeah, you had a boring ass. It was
in the basement, and you got the kiss and all that, but then once the lights came up, it was time to go. Everybody knew each other.
You didn't get
he ain't getting
a hotel room?
Nah.
That's the game plan. If you get that hotel room.
I used to work at a hotel. And then I wasn't thinking like that.
Well, let me ask you this question. Since we're talking about the prom, how do you feel about the heat and the unnecessary heat and the unnecessary comments by black people and a lot of black women on LeBron James' son, Bronny James, taking the white girl to the prom?
Okay. I don't.
No, I mean, you were talking about prom. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm a little full of people commenting on things
that had nothing to do with them.
Yeah, but this is what they do.
Yeah.
You used to have friends that you could talk to, and that used to be on the stoop. The conversations that we're reading about now every day used to take place on the stoop or in the house or at the kitchen table.
Right.
Like now it's just social media. It's like, why are you worried about this 17-year-old kid? I mean, these are grown folks too.
Well, a lot of us, dislike him for LeBron, but what do they expect this guy? I mean, when I lived in New Hampshire, I actually had a chance to go on a prom. It was with a black girl because he was one of the few black girls at the school. But he had, the boy goes to, where does he go to school?
Right, that's part of,
he
goes to Sierra Canyon. But that's part of the issue. We had a seminar at our school, H-Dub, where it was we had, not all of them, but we invited black fathers and their sons.
Right.
And we talked about the diversity on campus, and a lot of the fathers who had black daughters expressed the fact that a lot of their daughters kept saying that they felt invisible on campus because none of the black boys would speak to them or say hi to them, and it was always just the white girls. And
Lou, you went to college. Lou. Where did you go to college?
Sonoma State. It was a white
so
school.
So I'm gonna say you kind of know some of the reason behind that happening.
Meaning what?
A lot of times when a lot of those young black kids, the boys go to school, then white girls make sure they eat and feed them, and so they gravitate.
Yeah, I would.
You got
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making this up. This really happens at white colleges.
But that's a D1 elite school that you went to.
No, it happened. No, it happened with me, and I went to NAIA school.
Okay,
but I was in Iowa.
No, I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
But we had a lot of the brothers that went to Sonoma State were from Oakland and San Francisco.
Right. So y'all don't have no excuse.
So
really.
they had a black vibe.
Yeah.
And we made sure we took care of and interacted with the black girls who were on campus.
Right.
So that was one of the things I really appreciated about the guys from the Bay Area. It kind of reminded me of guys from Philly.
And I always tell people that the Bay Area, Oakland and really Oakland. When I went there the first time, it was the first time when I went there in the 90s that I felt like it was an East Coast vibe.
Right, definitely. I feel like it's Philly.
And if you go to the Bay Area in September, with the weather changing, and you can put on, you really start feeling like, damn, like you feel like an East Coast vibe.
Yeah, just the vibe, the energy.
The energy.
But
it's funny you should say that about the guys, because when I did my undergrad, it was in the Quad Cities, which was still white, but it was black people that lived there. But a lot of the dudes that went to college were from Chicago. You know what I mean? They brought that vibe from Chicago there. Mm-hmm. But again, when it came down to it, one, it wasn't a lot of black girls at their school. Right. Okay, that's the first thing. But two, then at some of the schools that did have more black, some of the sisters were, no disrespect, and if you ain't been to college, you know they were kind of high and mighty, and a lot of the dudes were just dating these white girls. And all you got to do is look at the NBA right now, and it can tell you what was happening in the 80s. Because it's a lot of kids in the NBA right now. You could tell their parents, mom and dad hooked up in college.
Yeah, and it's hard to, you're not allowed, but it's just not a good look to criticize who someone falls in love with.
No, not at all.
That's who they are. I mean, I've never really been of that ilk. Mm-hmm. I've never really been on that ilk because I'm from Philly, and we just didn't.
Well, I mean, I didn't.
That. I like sisters,
right? And I'm the same. And it's really crazy. I have always been more attracted to black women. Even that's why when I moved from Philly, but when I moved from Philly, I was 16. Even though I went to a school that only had like 6 or 7 black, I dated one of the black girls. Like, it was like, I'm gonna hook up with her. You know what I'm saying? The first white girl I ever dated, though, was out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Everyone I ever slept with was out of New Hampshire. But then when I went to college in Iowa, that was just like, that's what it was. You know what I mean? I dated sisters, but it was just so many white girls, and they were just down. I'm just saying in terms of Bronny.
Point of fine. If she's fine, she's fine.
Yeah. Well,
But LeBron, Bronny, that's just, hey, man.
And she wasn't ugly. Y'all can say that. The white girl was not ugly.
Mom is beautiful.
Yeah.
LeBron James' wife, so she says they've been together forever. So he'll find, he's young. He gets to date whoever he wants. Do you, young boy.
He's done. He's young. He's rich. He can do what the fuck he want to do.
Yeah.
And they can say all he want, and they've been trying to kill him ever since, everybody felt like he was going to be even though I think that the young one is going to be the better basketball player when it comes down to it. I heard he got game.
That's what we played against him, and that's what they say. But
what do you think? Do you think he's better than Bronny?
I might not have been paying attention the way I should have been paying attention.
Okay.
Because we were coaching our team to win. So we were better prepared. We beat him.
Right.
So, but hey, he's got all the.
But Bronny, date who you want. It just gets ridiculous.
I don't even know why we even talking about it.
Well, because you talked about the prom,
right?
And I was like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't.
It's interesting.
No, it's not.
No, it's just interesting. It's not interesting. I agree with you. It's interesting how people are more into that business. Like, why would you even care?
A good point, because they were saying, I was reading that people were upset because they feel the whole Will Smith Chris Rock thing has lasted longer than the 10 black people who were massacred at the supermarket in Buffalo. That got the Will Smith slap got more run than that thing.
Yeah, but I blame
tragedy,
us.
Excuse me, not thing, huh?
Yeah, that's not a thing. Yeah, I understand. But I blame us because look at the things that we worry about. And, if it doesn't, we don't worry about black on black crime, and no disrespect, but black on black crime, like in Chicago, even though this wasn't a black on black crime, this was a white supremacist guy killing black people. But we don't put as much effort into it as we worry about, Kanye dating or who's dating who. You know what I mean? It's like our unless it's and I'm surprised too, because unless it's usually a Black Lives Matter type of situation where we feel like we're being attacked, our priorities and our attention span to it is very,
and a lot
very
of us
short.
missed the boat, especially security guards. You should have been a security guard for the Black Lives Matter. They got taken care of. Her brother, that's what I read.
What about that? Yeah. What about that money? Where's that money at?
I wish I had a job.
It's a house. Shoot, me too. Shoot.
But listen, it's a beautiful day. It was humid.
Beautiful,
in
man.
West Palm.
Damn, why my car fucking up?
Where were you this weekend?
I had a show Friday night at the Haha, and then Saturday, big shout out, I was the MC host at the Jonathan Foundation, which is a foundation by Raja Mahamba, who is a female, and a woman, not a female, a woman, and she started this foundation almost 20 years ago because her sons are autistic, have autism and something else, and they were almost pretty much turned away by the schools. Because especially 20 years ago, if your kid didn't seem like he could learn, they was like, oh, put him in, kids, not even try to teach him.
Right.
So she went out and she started this foundation, and Saturday they awarded Bill Duke an award, and I was honored to be able to not only host it but to give Bill Duke an award. It was unbelievable.
Now you were the sole host.
Sole host.
So you were able to be funny.
I was able to be funny. I wasn't real edgy. I was a little funny at first.
Now you didn't go up on stage with a box.
No, I didn't do that. But what I did do was, because the crowd was definitely diverse, more whites. You know what I mean? And I said, hey, I said I didn't want to say something at first. I wanted to take a look at how everything was set up. I made a joke, and then I said, hey, but now that you guys are kind of far, when you do those type of events, they don't usually have, the seats right there under, how it is. So it was back far enough. I said, oh, well, at least you guys, I got enough time to see you running up there towards me. And of course, when I said that, they started laughing. And then this tall ass white guy, about 6'4", he runs up to the stage and goes, and gives me fire like that. So everybody, so it was really, we played off it, but it was a great event. I spoke slowly and clearly, so that my list was not into play. That's for the chat room.
Did you wear a tux?
No, I had a suit on. I'll show you too.
No,
and then, I'm going to show you. And
okay, this is interesting. Okay.
And then on Sunday, I don't know if you remember, but Gooch.
Yes, right. So this
was Saturday. And then that was right there where there was the girls. But I'll show you the Bill Duke picture. It was really it was just really a great event. So I emceed that, and then so that was from 6:45 to about 8:00, 8:15, and then
Did you ask him for a detailed account of
I'm
his
trying to, I'm listening to see how long the story goes.
Okay, and then
and I'm like, okay, I'm figuring that we all kind of know what kind of the time frame.
Okay, and then the last thing, then Sunday, after that event, then Sunday, we had that memorial service for Gooch.
Right, I read that. I couldn't make that, but
yeah. And that was, interesting.
That went till what time? No, I'm just kidding.
No, you got jokes. That was really interesting though.
So was it a roast?
It was a roast, and it was
like demilitants.
Did they roast D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wanted
it was even harder. He wanted it too. And Gooch was harder because, Gooch had lost limbs.
Right.
Who
was there?
His family. It was packed. It was the Haha. It was a big comedians, and his family came down, and friends from Fresno. So it was.
Say his family friends came down from heaven.
Stupid.
So what comedians?
Buddy Lewis hosted it.
Okay.
Myself, Marazio went on. Vanessa, a graduate, went on. It was a few.
Was Mark Prince there?
No, I didn't see Mark there.
I'm
No,
just kidding.
he's
always
stupid.
Jeff wasn't there?
No, I was surprised Jeff wasn't there and Brandon Bolden. No, not Jeff, but I was surprised Brandon Bolden wasn't there because he pretty much knew Gooch and he's in that circle a little bit.
Enns there?
Enns did come. He came a little late. He was a little late. But Enns was there.
Okay, good. We had and PC Hart. Gooch was a great guy.
Great guy, man.
Well, I didn't know him like that, but
yeah.
But,
I mean, he was an asshole, but he was a good guy.
I mean, we all are.
Yeah, and that's what the jokes were. It was just like, yeah, because he was a minister at one time.
Okay.
And then he wound up, leaving the church and stuff. And I said, and I said, I wrote all these nice things down about Gooch, but Gooch was an asshole, and everybody started laughing. I said, and I just went in, and that's not even my style, but it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that was my weekend. Okay. Yeah. Outside of my car now.
Next time I'll just say, how was your Friday?
Yeah. Pick a day.
No. So we're here. It's middle. So now we're going to go into June, July. We're going into summer now.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Summer should be interesting. More
Why?
people will be out because they say more people are traveling. I know air prices, airline flights are just crazy.
I heard. Now, okay, so let me ask you a question. You want the economy to be open, right?
Right.
You want to try to regenerate money in the economy. Businesses want to, have money come. How can you expect people to travel when gas is almost $7 a gallon in areas out here, and the plane tickets I heard were ridiculous?
Yeah, man. I was trying to get a flight. I mean,
and travel is up from last year.
Yeah, people got disposable cash. I think a lot of people have that pandemic money.
Yeah, left saved up.
They're so. It's kind of like everyone was incarcerated.
Yeah.
So now they got freedom. So it's because back in the day, if you booked your flight at least 3 weeks or 2 weeks of age, you
were
okay.
good. Yeah.
Now,
and then but now what?
It's like no.
Well, okay, so you said you were trying to get a ticket. What was the rate?
I was because I have to do a thing in Philly, and I'm doing my boy a favor, but I'm like, it was like $800 for a round trip ticket.
Hope your boy throw a little bit of cash in your pocket.
Well, that's what I'm trying to help him, but I was going to use my mileage.
Right, for the ticket, and
but
then
you want to save your miles for emergencies.
Yeah, right.
So it's that's why they say a lot of people I know are getting jobs with the airline, so they can
travel.
Fly.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
I have a friend that works for Spirit of all.
And them Spirit
shit.
You look at the Spirit prices, you'd be like, then you just say
no, because they nickel and dime you. You carry one bag that's $30. Yeah. You got to pick a seat that actually reclines.
The ticket's $20. By the time they nickel and dime you, because I flew Spirit one time, and the bad thing about it, nigga, it was a nigga at the gas station. He was the flight attendant. Nigga. I mean, they hire anybody there, man.
Now, JetBlue is not bad.
JetBlue is actually cool. And that was the first airline I ever flew that had, maybe I'm behind, but had the TV. I was like, oh shit, this is cool. No, I said that I flew.
Yeah,
years ago. I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I flew on JetBlue for the first time.
Because I was going up north.
Okay, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, JetBlue is good.
I enjoyed JetBlue.
You know who's got a good airline?
Who?
ANA.
American Airlines?
No, ANA. It's the Japanese. It's called ANA. It's ANA. ANA.
Where do they?
They fly
from within the U.S.
Yeah, where they fly into. You can catch them coming into L.A. or Seattle, or the Bay, but they fly over to Korea, Japan. They fly east.
Yeah, I'm going to Seattle.
West,
Seattle plane ticket was expensive.
To Seattle?
Yeah, it's like
how much was it?
Something.
God damn. You should be able to get a $200 ticket for that one.
Yeah.
I'm going on vacation this weekend. By the way,
did anybody ask her?
Okay.
No, I was gonna say typically because this weekend is Memorial Day weekend, the tickets are triple the amount.
Yeah.
So the destination I'm going to would typically be about $200 or $300, and it was $800.
Where you going?
To Los Cabos.
Now, is that Mexico?
Okay.
It's Mexico, and your boy Speedy's doing something down there with Pips. This weekend.
Speedy never hires me for gigs like that. Tell Speedy thanks a lot. Tell him that's okay. Everybody get their day. Go ahead.
So this weekend is Memorial Day?
Yes.
Monday?
Yeah.
There's no school Monday?
Nope.
Someone tells me I ain't going to have a car.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so Speedy's doing a comedy show.
Yeah, I know. Who's on the show?
Doesn't matter. Means not funny.
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you in a second.
Yeah, I want to know who's on the show.
So-
Because Speedy never, ever books me. But it's all good.
Because he's got to do somebody's material.
Damn. He's cool. I take that as a compliment but damn.
Okay. So I saw something. I witnessed something. Saw it, heard it. So I'm flying in. First of all, I was delayed. I flew in from West Palm Beach last night and connected in Atlanta to LA.
All in one night.
Yeah, I flew out like 8 o'clock from
In the
West
morning?
Palm Beach. No, p.m. 8 o'clock p.m. West Palm Beach. Got to Atlanta 9:30, hour and a half flight. Then I was supposed to fly out of Atlanta to LA at 10:41. The flight was delayed to 1:17 a.m. So it was delayed for like 3 hours.
What time did you get in this morning?
I got in like 3:30.
LA time or Atlanta?
LA time.
Wow.
So
Damn. Why was it delayed?
I don't know.
Okay. Doesn't even matter.
They said something about the plane. And it didn't matter because to me it doesn't matter because
Yeah, as long as it's safe. Yeah. Shit,
But
probably probably coming in from Spirit.
I had a weird vibe the whole time, so I was cool waiting. But it was so we first this they make the announcements. So the woman all of a sudden is telling everybody that could you guys hurry up and sit down because we want to get depart on time.
Yeah, like
and everybody was like, when she said that, everybody's like, yo, hold up, it's been 3 hours.
Yeah. Now you gonna try to rush us?
Yeah, depart on time shouldn't come out of your mouth.
Wow.
But getting on the plane, I was behind, going down the ramp. I'm behind this young brother. I guess maybe 30. I don't know, 25, 30. He's on the phone.
Right.
FaceTiming, but it doesn't have the earpiece in. So the girl's on the phone, smacking loud. You can hear them.
Right.
People are looking at him. So, and whenever somebody's doing something that's kind of ignorant and they your color, it reflects on you.
Right.
You'd be like, oh,
well, you feel it.
Yeah.
Even if you ain't even
That's
a part
a
of
good
it,
word.
you feel it.
That's good. You feel that. So I'm feeling it, and then he didn't seem like he was all together, but his haircut was sharp, and he had a phone. So I'm thinking, okay.
What was he doing?
What do you mean?
What was he acting? What was?
He was just on the phone talking,
right.
And he had some big fake chain on. So we get on the plane,
okay,
and we're walking towards the back, and then he says to the flight attendant, so do I just take any open seat? It caught her off. She's like, no, you should have a seat assignment. Well, I don't have no seat assignment. And then she's like, well, that's a problem.
Right, like, nigga, who are you? Yeah, like,
yeah, that's a problem. She
right.
said, but how did you get on the plane if you didn't have a seat? I don't know. Where would that be?
Oh, my God.
And she said,
how old was this dude?
That's what I'm saying. He's not 30. And he's still on the phone.
Not 30, nigga. I didn't act that age when I was 15.
Right.
Come on.
And he's on the phone. And I hear the girl say, you probably just sit wherever you want.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah.
I said, this is an ignorant family.
But don't say that. Because it'll rub somebody wrong. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead.
No, but it was, and finally helped him on his phone and he found his seat. But I was like, he really thought he could just sit anywhere.
But do you know that a lot of people, young people, they don't, like the shit that you think you would know, they don't know? That's why we have school. Because you would think, okay, you travel, you got to buy a ticket, you get a seat. Why would you even ask a question like that? Like, why would you?
That's what blew me away. I'm amazed at some of and with the resources of this thing here, I'm just amazed at the level of ignorance.
But if you call them out, they get mad.
We had a guy that was performing with us this weekend. His son, the guy is from Florida.
Okay.
His son is 17. So Craig and I go into the dressing room, in the green room. Him and his son are already there. His son really got his head down, doesn't say hi anyway. This is Craig Robinson.
Right.
You're supposed to say hi. This is you and his.
First
face.
of all, you're not even. Yeah, we're saying you ain't really supposed to be back there.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you.
But your dad. But his dad is
I
the
could
kind
give
of
a
guy.
shit.
But
Yeah,
his dad was the kind of guy, kind of comic. When we were in another part of Florida, he came down and did a guest set, but ordered like 3 or 4 things from the green room because he knew it would be free and took it with him.
Craig's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Because he would not have been on the next show.
So it was just interesting.
Free or not, he wouldn't have been on the show.
I'm like, how old is this kid? 17. And I'm like, he has no social skills.
You know what? I blame the parent. Like my godson, I take him to Zab. You know, I've been training at Zab Judah gym. Mm-hmm. When he come in there, because my godson called me God Dad. When he comes and he trains, blah blah blah. Anybody meet, if you meet you, this is Mr. Lewis, right? Mr. Lewis. This is Coach Judah. That motherfucker, no. You got to instill in their mind. When he coming in, you give you a pound. My guys don't do none of that. Like some kids, you go give a pound, they go like, he know. I said, yo, my man, what you doing? It's all the parents. If your kid, I don't give a fuck how old your kid is. If your kid is in a dressing room and you got people coming in there and no one acknowledges him, what are you saying? That's the parent, bruh.
Now, so this is a treat for me because I just got a text. Cheryl Ryder says she just caught the show live. You know I keep saying her name all the time.
Who is Cheryl Ryder? Yeah, who is
Cheryl Ryder was my first love.
Hey, Cheryl, where you from? You from Philly?
Yeah, she's from Roxborough.
Oh, she a Philly girl? What up, Cheryl? She got tired of your bullshit. Broke camp.
No, when I met her, I was 16 and she was 17. And I lied.
Lewis was tagging the oldie.
I lied.
The old John.
I lied and said I was older. And then she said, all right, so our prom's coming up. We're going to the prom. But, of course, I was too young.
Yeah, you couldn't drive.
Yeah, so I told her the truth. But
you still broke it down?
Cheryl Ryder was Cheryl Ryder.
And y'all are still friends to this day?
Yes.
That's
yeah.
nice.
So it's good that you can have a female friend. Discussion last week.
I love Cheryl Ryder. I love Cheryl Ryder.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about him. She just want to get into me, but I'm trying to be good today. Talk about Lewis.
Take it down a couple notches.
I knew it was going to start.
God
you would think,
I knew it was going to start.
You would think he
Take it down a couple notches.
Yeah, you would think he got some new lotion or something. The way
First of all, I'm not yelling. I just talk loud.
You are.
I just talk loud. POTUS.
Okay,
I'm not mad. I just talk loud.
Let's do this. Every time somebody says something, take a pause so they can finish their thought or comment.
What are you talking about?
Right, yeah, you cut. See, just right there.
That's right.
But I had to work on that too. Okay. I had to work on it's called listening skills.
Okay, yeah. I have terrible listening skills.
You have none.
No, I do.
You have none.
Yeah. But back to Cheryl. Yeah.
But so
was she your first?
Come on now, I'm from Philly. I don't know about my first.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know about my first.
No, I mean, she was the first real one.
All right. Cheryl, thanks for listening.
I don't even know if she...
You ain't got a picture of the John?
Yeah.
Show me a picture, man. Let me...
No, I ain't sure. That's my business. I'm always trying to get in your... That's what... See, I believe... That's what I believe. Like, a lot of stuff we create on the radio, people think it's real, But I actually used a government name. Normally, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm going to say, not like I can't look
I would
her up.
if I had a name for her, it would be Green Bench.
Damn. So, but just think about it. All your names are code words for things that might have happened. So you have Code 3, who was a police officer, right?
I got arrested.
Right. So
Kiwi, which was a fruit.
Right. So
and Green Bench
means you got some outside in the park.
No.
Okay.
It's just a beautiful moment on the Green Bench. That's all.
Thank you for listening, Cheryl.
I don't even know if she's listening, but maybe.
Yeah.
You never know. So listen, I'm Lewis Dix.
I'm Dannon Green.
So what were we? We were the kids in their
no decorum.
Yeah.
First of all jokes aside, I don't think that you should have unless it's Craig's kid or your kid. Nobody's kid should be back there. That's just.
Well, he was 17, so he's kind of like.
At 17, she should be able to stay home. That's
no,
what I'm
he came to the show.
Okay, keep your ass outside. The daddy come out there. I mean, it's just. Professionalism.
No, right, but I think he's known Craig for a long time.
If Craig didn't have a problem with it, cool.
Yeah, no, Craig did, and Craig doesn't have. Craig very seldom has problems with anything.
Right.
He's just gifted
I,
like that.
I have been in green rooms with people where you don't really hear it, but you can look at them and they're looking like, who's this motherfucker over there? Like,
I've been in green rooms and I'm performing and I didn't want to be in.
No, I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about when you see someone else in there.
Right,
people,
that's what I'm saying. Even as a
performer.
Okay.
I say, yeah.
I mean, just the vibe of the guy who's the headliner. Green rooms can be very toxic too.
I would say something, bro. That is so true. And sometimes, depending, it's not even the headliner. Sometimes it might be if you're doing a guest spot and his people, the other dudes feel like, ooh, it's like being I had
an
that
athlete.
Situation. Yeah,
it's like being an athlete.
Like, who's this new dude?
Hey man, he taking too many shots.
Yeah. Or why is the coach giving him this PT and this conversation a little bit more?
Right. But I think it's important to teach your child how to have social skills, how to interact with people, how to say hello, how to look them in the eye, how to shake their hand. Girls are generally pretty good at it because they are just talkative and they learn to communicate because they have to.
But a lot of times in a situation like that, especially if girls are in there, the person, like Craig might come in and say, "Oh, is this your daughter?" You know what I mean? Like, because it's a girl. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
and even sometimes with the son too.
Usually
But
say that when Jeff Ross is in there. He always has a girl way too young.
right. Like, yo, is this your daughter? Or yeah.
But no. I think it's important. I always check first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, is it okay if such comes back? Da, 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 da.
I just feel like if you're going to be in the green room,
the green room is not for everyone.
It's not, and that's why they have the green room.
Yeah,
if you really think about it, that's why they have the room.
It's our piece.
It's our chance
especially
to get away
when
from everybody.
before the show.
Yeah,
after the show,
you know what? I don't feel too. I'm not really before the show. I don't really like to talk to people before the show.
Right.
So
some people are really good at that. Some comedians are really good at having conversation, doing whatever, eating, and then going out.
You know who's like that? DL's like that.
Oh, Kenny?
Like DL can, because when I was did the spot with him out in Ontario, I was in there and Jay Phillips and the other people in there. And DL's in there kicking it, chat. And I'm like, I didn't say next to nothing to him. You know what I mean? I know DL and he's frat, but I didn't say nothing to him because I was like, I'm went over. Like after we chopped it up, but before I was just like, hey, and he was talking to me more like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You want to sit down? No, I'm good. He was like really just cool. Some guys can do that, but some, I don't know about you, but I need like.
Yeah, I need time. I have to go turn the lights off and focus and all that. The big clock says 11:48.
Damn, that clock is big.
I know. I had a dream about it.
I did too.
So, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're too much on the same page.
Okay, my bad.
I was thinking of about the and then I started looking at I was actually looking at a lot of people this weekend in the airport. I was paying attention to people for some reason. And America is really struggling with our weight.
People don't work out, and they blamed it on the pandemic, but I don't blame it on the pandemic.
It's a lot of
fat people.
I don't.
It's fat people.
Yeah, we're struggling.
Say it, Lou. Let's try it. It's fat people. It's okay, Lou. You're not body shaming no one. It is what it is.
No, I know some people have medical conditions, and some people. And then I'm going back to the parents again because I'll see some parents and then I'll see their kids and the kids look I saw a whole family of overweight
fat people.
Whole family.
Fat people.
The little kid, the middle kid, the older kid, the mom, and the aunties, and they were all this was in the layover when we had the 3 hours.
Oh, so they was eating.
They were eating. And eating loud. They were eating loud.
You know what gets me about that though? I have a problem when I see an overweight parent. I see the kid overweight, and then I see the parent allowing this kid to eat. Like, it's almost like I'm fat, and, you don't know any better, but I'm going to go ahead and allow you to.
They're killing their kids.
Killing the kid.
Some kids are just way too, that's too much. And it's like, and I felt, okay, here's what made me feel bad for a second, because it was a few big people, and one girl was really big, and I was like, please don't let her sit next to me. Please don't let her have to sit next to me.
Did she sit by you?
No.
Oh, on the plane?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. That's, to me, the worst feeling on a plane is to sit by someone fat or sit someone that hasn't brushed their teeth. That is
the mask kind of helped that for me.
Okay, now, but I'm just saying.
Right.
But
body odor is bad.
What do you think about people that like you said, some people have medical issues. Some people, like you said back in the day, big bone, they just carry weight.
Right.
But what do you feel about people that don't seem to, I don't want to say care, but.
Well, I wrote down a word.
Poor hygiene?
No. Now I'm just talking about weight. Hygiene definitely is an issue. But.
Yeah, I made a note that because I was trying to see how I could talk about it in a way that I didn't offend. And people are just way too comfortable with being overweight.
The other thing
I saw a woman that I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
It's hard. You really have to get your mind right to get there to where you're exercising and eating. It's like almost kicking an addiction. So I think for some people, it's not as easy as it is for other people.
But you have to feel
it. I'm older, it's harder to get off.
Right, but you're not excessively overweight. You're not overweight. That's what I'm saying. My thing is like when you're 100 and plus pounds overweight. Like it was a woman who was, it it was obvious she was uncomfortable.
Right.
She just looked uncomfortable.
That's
She
what I'm
looked
saying.
like she was straining. She
There's
looked
no-
like things
yeah.
were hurting her.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, first I said, okay, Dad, some people are really comfortable with that. Then I'm like, okay, do they take their clothes off? Which they do, of course.
And see themselves.
And do they look? Because I can see if you have clothes on, you kind of like, all right, whatever. But the woman, I counted how many times she pulled her shirt over her stomach. It was 81 times.
Are you serious?
81 times. Now, I got a problem because I sat there and counted it.
Yeah.
That was
Somebody said you sat in the airport and judged people. Your girl Seymour. You sat in the airport and just sat there and judged
all
people.
day long. All day long. Yes, I did. She hit it right on the night. That's exactly what I did. I sat there and had a 2.5-hour judgment fest.
81.
And to the point where I counted 81 times. And I thought I missed a few too. But
because you had to blink a couple times.
So, but I did. I just gone boop, boop, and just kept, but I kept it to myself.
Right.
And then I kept making notes.
So you can bring it here and we can tell the world.
Right.
My man.
Seymour, you're absolutely right, Seymour. And how are you, Seymour? Hope all is well.
She's going to, well, I don't know. I was going to say she's coming down to Los Cabos this weekend. She says Speedy's not going to be there.
He's not.
I'm thinking passport issues. Other than that, I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Yep. Child support.
I didn't say all that.
But probably is the case.
No, I'm just saying, not saying that for him, but that's one of the reasons you can't get your passport.
You cannot leave the country without a passport now. Before, you used to be able to go to those type of countries with your license.
So maybe you should call and see if you could host it.
Because I got 2 passports.
Yeah, I got
one that's old and one that's the new one.
I got an old one and a new one.
Yep.
And you know what's funny? Because I use my passport when I I don't have to do it now because I got that Clear Eyes thing, to where you could just show your thing for. But I used to.
How is that? Is that a good?
No, it's TSA.
They take you to the front of the TSA line,
but I think
right?
pre-check is the ultimate. I think, but it's only $170 a year, and it's only because I've been traveling a lot. But it does help if you run in late.
Right.
But not every airport has it. But it definitely helps because I was in D.C. and that line was crazy, and then I went right up. You feel special when they walk you up.
Let me ask you 2 questions. One, I want to get back to your weight question, weight thing. Okay, like even with me, and I'm not big, and I feel overweight because I got a little gut.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think people, I mean, even if they got problems losing weight or not, do you think they, like, what do you think?
Well,
like,
I think it's definitely a personal. I think you have to. It's kind of like she said, an addiction to where you reach rock bottom and you say, I got to do something. I'm not healthy. I'm not happy. I'm gonna, you see people out making change. I see women running, people walking, and you could see the determination on their face that they want to do better. And I think it's a self-determination thing where you say, you know what, I have to do better, and I'm going to start off slow. Then you hopefully can pair up with someone that can help you, a friend who's going to walk with you and who's going to exercise with you. But it's just you have to have a foundation. Like we have a foundation as athletes. If you have a foundation as an athlete, you can generally get it back.
Yeah.
You can kind of put yourself in a semi-good shape. Like Jeff is always talking about how great a shape he's in, and he's not. If you ever see Jeff, he's got a big stomach.
Okay.
And he drinks Coca-Cola, but he's always talking about how healthy he is.
Right.
That's fake.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Fake news?
No. I mean,
Jeff who?
That guy. The guy used to sit over there. The one, the superstar.
Oh, the guy that left and then I jumped in his grave.
Yeah, the model.
The model sitcom.
Actor, writer, director, producer.
All right, so what about, let me ask a question on that part, about the passport part. Do you think it's fair that America does that?
Won't let you travel?
Without your passport?
Well, that's just one of the thousands things that's not fair in America.
No.
Well,
Let's not get all politics. I'm going to stay on that because we won't.
Well, I didn't say politics. I just said fair in America.
Well, okay. Well,
you said, what was the question?
Do you think it's fair that you cannot travel outside the country without your passport?
Oh, that I thought you meant was it fair that you can't get a passport if you're behind in your child support?
No, just in general.
Well,
but definitely, I mean, that's part of it.
Definitely have to. Yeah, you have to have a passport.
No. I'm not talking about. But no. What I'm saying is, okay, before, like I said, before a lot of the, we had the
9/11,
9/11, all that.
Uh-huh.
You could travel to Puerto Rico. You could travel to Mexico.
Puerto Rico's part of the United States.
Yeah, but you could go to Mexico. You can go to places just with your, like, especially down here at the border in San Diego. You could go with your license.
Right.
Because I used to do that. Now you can't. You can't even go across the border.
I think it's part of protecting Americans, and I just think that I mean, I've traveled somewhat, but I hear you just have to be really careful when you're out of the country, so you can get back in.
Right. Now, but what about now? Now going to the passport.
Do you two have your passport?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got two passports.
He keeps saying he's got two, which is
Why
I
do
guess
you need two?
Well, I have an old passport and then I have a new one.
Well, most people that
You can't use the
after
old
10, yeah.
passport.
So you don't. It's
All right, so
not valid.
It's not valid. Let me ask you a
No,
question.
it's important to have a passport.
Yeah, you should. I believe so. So, how do you feel about that part in terms of men? Anybody, if you're behind, but mostly it's men, but if you're behind on child support, that you can't travel without.
Well, I think that's a little.
Yeah, because what if you can make money?
Make money. That's
Right,
the
that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm
that's
just throwing it out there.
That's the crux of it. That's I forgot the word I'm trying to find, but that's that's the
Double-edged sword.
yeah. That's if you can make money, but
But then they're trying to protect the fact that you may try to break camp.
But it's, I mean, my point is, it's okay. You might try to break camp, but you already broke camp because you're not paying it.
Yeah, but you might try to break camp and move out the country.
Okay, that's true. But I mean, it's tough. I mean, but it's tough. Listen, I was reading what Ron Perlman is paying his wife.
Oh, I saw that. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I feel bad for that brother. I know Ron
They
too.
were married for 38 years.
But still, bro.
And what's funny is I glanced it, but it's still stuck in my head.
That shit is crazy.
She got the house here.
Got
they
the
had
house.
a forced sale.
She's getting 13. What's she getting a month? 13,
like $12,500 a month for the rest of her life.
Her rest of her life.
And she gets 20% of his
whatever,
gross income.
Of whatever he makes.
Whatever he makes. Not net.
Gross. Off the top.
So that's 60% that's coming out of his check. No, that's more than 60 because the government's getting 40, she's getting 20, and his manager's getting 20. So that means he's walking home with 20%.
Don't forget the agent.
Well, hopefully the deal has the agent.
Well, but if he did, that's 10% for the agent.
So he's getting 10%.
Bruh, listen, I want to say this. I know it's going to be controversial, but I have to say this. I respect marriage. I believe that women are very, very important in the whole thing. If you're not working, if you are, taking care of the family, raising the family, whatever. But it is bullshit that a man has to come out of pocket like that.
Well, nowadays men are getting women too.
I knew that was coming. See,
Yeah,
this is what
I'm not saying. I'm not being confrontational.
No,
I'm
but you
just
did cut me off.
listing the fact. Yeah, because you always cutting somebody
Oh,
off.
so that's how we doing it now.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You can finish, POTUS.
No, I was saying nowadays you find that more men are collecting alimony and child support. And I ain't saying anything is wrong with that. I'm just saying it's both ways.
It's not both ways. It's in terms of level field. You saw his numbers. And that doesn't involve the kids because there's no kids involved.
The kids are grown.
Exactly. What about these guys paying $200,000, $100,000 a month? Like the NBA ball player who got the girl pregnant. $200,000 a month.
I don't know. Is he paying $200,000 a month? I don't think that's excessive. I don't think he's paying $200,000 a month.
Well, put it this way: Barry Bonds got his reduced at one time. He was paying $40-something thousand a month. He had to go back in and told the judge, like, "Yo, come on." So I don't know whose money's longer, but I'm just saying, I believe you should get something. But when I saw his and I knew Ron, I was like, wow. Now I don't know the relationship. I don't know if he was a bad guy or a good guy in a relationship. That has nothing to do with nothing in terms of what I need to know. But in terms of
the
what
money that he's paying out is not a good, bad, or bad guy. That's a murder. That's something.
That's just like
What's the dollar amount?
She's getting $12,500 a month for the rest of her life.
Just in alimony.
And she gets 20% of his gross income for the rest of her life. And she got the house in L.A.
She got the other house. She got something else too.
She got the half of the house in
and
New
I think
York
it was
that
a
they
car.
forced to
Well,
sell.
and then I think it was a couple cars in it, if I remember.
Why would they even list the cars? 12. I mean, but hey, you know what? All I say is the guy who's winning is the guy that's dating her now, and he's probably a truck driver.
Oh, by the way, too, so that everybody can feel a little, if you want to make it racial, and she's African American. just for those who may say, well, white girls do it. No, she is black.
All right, I don't know why that mattered, but
it matters. Don't let's not try.
You know what happened? It probably would have mattered if you didn't set it up that way.
Oh, was the setup wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but good try though.
Well. He's getting murdered.
He's.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I'll ask you a question, POTUS. Is it fair?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough facts. One, and how instrumental was she in his success?
All right, I can tell. I can answer it for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair.
Okay.
I don't. Unless she talked for him, and did his voiceover and did no.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't know who this person is. Is he a comedian?
No, he's an actor. Ron Perlman.
You ever see Hellboy?
Hellboy?
He was the star of all the Hellboy movies, and
I mean, he has a great career.
Career.
I mean, he's a talented man. He's
and a very good, nice guy.
I taught his kid in PE.
Oh, you met him?
No, I taught his. I've seen him. On
nice
campus
guy.
When his kid was a young kid.
The reason I asked you that is because remember when Mary J. Blige got a divorce,
right?
And her husband went after the money,
mm-hmm.
and not after money, but went back for alimony, because he helped her with a career, and so many people went at him. Oh, you lazy man! You ain't supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, well, that's the norm.
Okay,
that's the norm because they feel men should be.
I see him. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
I just kind of feel it's a racial thing with me. I'm glad that sister's getting somebody.
See.
Okay.
Point proven.
Yeah.
See, but if that was okay.
So, now, finishing up.
If it was something different, then I might have a different opinion. But for this specific thing, I don't know. We don't know what she been through.
Now, how health thing again? We were at the show Saturday night, or maybe Sunday. I'm not sure which day it was. So we're standing, me and the other guy, Craig's on stage, towards the end of the show, kind of. And this big guy, is walking towards us.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming up the steps, and we're in his back. And I see him struggling, huffing and puffing. I'm like, something's up with him. So I go up to him, and then he kind of stumbles, and I go up to him, and I grab him, and he falls in my arms. Big dude. It was hot in there for some reason. So he had heat exhaustion, and he kind of fainted. And I tried to hold him up best I could. And then we tried to get him stand up. Another guy came. We tried to get him stand up. And then we finally got a chair for him. And he said he needed some orange juice. He was diabetic. And I said to one of the waiters, "Hey, we need some orange juice. I got to go take care of my tables."
Ooh, nice waitress.
But
God.
But I went right into, and this is what was interesting, and see more because she's trained and stuff like that. I have the CPR and all this training, and it actually came into play. Because a lot of people were coming around and I'm like, no, back up, give him some air.
Give him space.
Breathe him, let him breathe. And then, I just told him to
keep his head back.
Just breathe, open up, loosen up his shirt and stuff, and I fanned him.
Did you ask him the questions? Do you have any pain anywhere around?
Yes.
Okay, Lou, you might know a little bit about your CPR, okay.
But then the paramedics came, and interesting thing, the paramedics came and they took an EKJ, whatever that thing was.
EKG.
The little strips, they left all the little strips on the floor.
Wow.
I thought that was dirty. But it's Gemini season, right?
Gemini.
Yeah.
Now, what sign are you?
I'm Aquarius.
Oh, okay. What month is your birthday?
February.
The mean people.
I think Geminis, both of them are crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a Taurus. We're moody.
Oh, shoot.
We're
I'm surprised we get along.
What are you?
Aries.
Aries are expensive. Y'all like expensive stuff.
Shit, well, I need some money. The girls. No, you know what? It's funny. Aries dudes and Taurus women.
No.
Or Cancers.
Oh.
Do you believe in that, first of all? You
Yeah,
should.
that was the
You're
thing.
superstitious. You should.
No, I'm not superstitious.
You put your left shoe on
okay.
first. See, I listen. I do.
Does that make me superstitious or
Yeah.
weird? I thought it made me.
I listen to you, Lou.
But I used to read zodiac sign books all the time. The sun. I'm a Virgo Taurus or Taurus Virgo, whatever. I don't know.
When's your birthday?
May 5th.
Oh, you already had. Yeah. How's that a Virgo Taurus?
I don't know. It's just something I
When
read.
does Taurus start? Because Aries is before then.
My sun sign and my other sign, the moon and sun, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So no, that you talking about on the cups? No, I'm just straight Taurus.
Okay.
But I was before I wanted to go into something. Okay.
Well, I asked you a question about where did you believe in the signs?
Yeah, I believe in them somewhat. I mean, I think people are. Some Scorpios are freaks.
Scorpios are freaks. They just. My experience.
Times.
Okay, in terms of I'm speaking on it from a woman's point of view, not a point, but dating women. Sagittarius, cool, sneaky. Scorpio, the one I dated, man, best pussy I ever had, man. Excuse the language, but man, she shared that motherfucker. Just like, where you? She had me in the bush. What you got over there?
Oh, she was
man, just get it in, man. But we had an attraction, bro.
So you in the bush.
Yeah, my white hat would be dirty by the time I get home because I forgot I had a white hat. This is a true story, Lou.
And she put you through it.
Oh, she put me through it, dog. But we both was just like when we got together, it was just a connection, and it was just like sex-wise, and it was cool. And we never really argued, but we ain't trust each other. She didn't trust me. Come on, knocked on the door one day. I fell asleep. Papa, where you at? I'm sleeping. Where is she? What the fuck you talking about? I was like, cause my phone was charging and I didn't know she was calling. I mean,
it's nothing better than when a woman thinks they busted you and nothing's in the house and you let her in.
Yeah, then she comes and she stays tonight. Of course.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah. She just you woke up the neighbors, but it's cool.
Cause and it's funny with a guy, you're like. Didn't get caught.
Yeah.
Because there were times where if she did knock you, busted. But
or the other way, when you go to their house and you find out they're not doing nothing, you're like, ugh. Like this same chick, I remember, I had talked to her on the phone. This is when it was near the end. I was coming to 4 or 5. I was actually working on my writing project on the screenplay. It was about 11 o'clock. I was coming back from L.A. and I called her and I said, "Hey, what's up? I'm on the 4 or 5, so I'm gonna swing on by your spot." She said, "Oh," because her daughter was living with her at the time. She said, "No, it's late and I'm about to go to bed and blah, blah, blah is here, so I'm just going to go crash." I said, "Okay." And I'm driving at the 4. I said, "All right, no problem." And then when I hung up, Louis Dix, I don't know if this ever happened to anyone in the chat room or watching the show, literally my stomach turned over. Like literally something was like, just right. Damn near where I had to pull over to the freeway, take a shit. So I wind up, upgrade, hit victory. You know how plane grade land and it says, nah, I was about to take victory. I said, nah, I gotta go see. Drove up to her house, and the feeling you said, how when you're driving up to the house, up to her apartment, and her parking stall was where you can, even though it was gated, you could see her parking stall. And the whole time I'm driving, I kept saying, "Lord, just let me see her car there. If I see her car there, I'm good." You know what I mean? Like, okay. Driving up the street, up to Chatsworth, and it's like a 25-minute ride just from the valley. Driving down, looking at the parking stall.
Car was gone?
Car gone. So, somebody gets in. So, car gone. I'm like, oh, man. She put me through it, man.
Did you call her back?
Oh, man, yeah, she didn't pick up, but I waited for her.
What? You waited all night?
No, I ain't had to wait all night. She came home about 2:33.
So what time did you get there?
Well, I told you it was like 11 o'clock when I was coming back, so it was probably 11:30, 11:45.
Okay. Wow, so you sat there?
No, because I'm going to tell you what happened. I got into the apartment, knocked on the door. So let me give you a time span so that no one thinks and this was
you 2000, knocked on the door after
2008.
After she came home?
No, before.
Okay.
Because her daughter answered.
Okay.
And I said, "Where's your mom?" She said, "Dannon, please, I don't want to tell you because I want, because the daughter had came in and she was having problems. The daughter was older, but living with her." And I said, "Just where your mom?" She said, "She's out with some dude named Reggie." I said, "Oh."
Damn, she dropped the name.
Dropped names, man. I think that's why, man. I just,
And so what?
kind of like I won't say your situation, but
Did you stay in the house or you went back to your car?
Nope, I stayed.
You stayed in the house.
Stayed in the house until she came. And she came in and you would have swore she saw Jesus or a ghost. I said, "Why you lie?"
Now, did she look like she had already?
Oh, I know she got hit. She liked the fuck. I know she got hit. That's why she was with it.
You can smell Reggie.
Nigga, God, nigga. I was looking for any nigga in the valley named Reggie. I was just like, if your name was Reggie, I was looking for you. But you know what, man?
Reggie Theus.
No, it wasn't Reggie Theus. Actually, that's my boy. You know, big shout out to Reggie Theus down at Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah,
no,
she don't care.
Caller,
no. Yeah.
caller, what's up?
Really, Louis?
What's up, Seymour?
Really? That's a little attitude you're gonna have?
About
really?
about what? About what?
I see, you said you have a caller. We're talking.
Yeah, well, we was
no,
chatting.
no, come on. What's up, Seymour? Look, we ain't had a call in
6 years.
3 months, so
Dig it.
you know. How have you been?
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Now.
No, wait. Before your question, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you for asking.
And
I see you've lost a little weight. You've been doing hip hop abs by Sean.
No, I've been working out. I'm like 180, 181. You know, wearing.
You wearing a waist trainer? You got a little waist trainer?
No. I've been working out with the team and running with the kids. We're in spring basketball.
Your little waistline looks cinched. I thought you had a little waist trainer on. Okay.
Yeah, you know. But okay, now wait before we go. How's your family? How's your sister?
My sister has Far's disease, which is basically calcification of the brain, and it's just progressing. So she's kind of losing like her cognitive skills. She has aphasia, which is difficulty speaking. And it's just kind of progressing. So that's the situation with my
Now,
sister.
are you spending time with her?
Not really.
Okay, who's taking care of her?
I'm in Texas and they're in Louisiana. She's with my mother.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now you've been traveling. You haven't been cycling much.
I have not. I did a 10K on Sunday though, and my quads and hamstrings and Achilles are pissed off at me right now.
Oh, okay. Now, Danny, you don't know.
I don't know her, but she has
Seymour,
a very nice voice.
Yeah, Seymour is just a beautiful person.
Seymour, are you single?
No, don't go there.
I am single.
Okay.
But, you know, Louis wouldn't like me because I'm from the South, so I'm a thick girl. So he'll be trying to judge me.
Well, we're not worried about Louis. He has a woman. What?
I will box your nose, Louis. I want you to know that.
You are not. You're thick in a good way. You're not thick in a uncomfortable way.
Yeah, you sit up here judging people. It's a lot of skinny folks around here on drugs. They're not healthy either. Skinny doesn't necessarily mean the person is healthy.
You got a point.
Good point. All right. So, what was your question?
Now, y'all seem to have a lot of angst against Ron Perlman's black wife.
No.
But y'all didn't have all this angst when Jeff Bezos' wife got all his money.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying? So don't be mad at the sister because she got the money.
Okay, may I take this?
Wait, no, but let her finish.
Sorry. I apologize, y'all. I gotta learn.
You don't know the dynamics of their marriage. You don't even know the grounds of their divorce. He could have been a philanderer for all we know.
True. So go ahead, Dan.
No, you go first.
No, go ahead.
So let me ask you a question. First of all, let's go to Jeff Bezos first. Jeff Bezos is worth about damn near $1 trillion now.
Billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars. Do you know he gave his wife $49 billion and made her, I think, the second most richest person in terms of number one, I think, in women, and third or fourth in the world.
This is the thing. Hold on. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
So you saying he gave her that, but she was there with him in the beginning. She played a role in building Amazon too. That's what y'all miss sometimes.
Okay.
When these marriages fail. And then Louis, I wanted to ask, what did your ex-wife get when you divorced her? Because see, a lot of times they're sacrificing too. You're the one going to pursue your dreams and goals, and y'all just act like a woman is supposed to be your maid, your secretary, and your whore.
Okay,
but
now
we have goals and dreams and aspirations too.
Okay.
When you get together and the guy is, I'm the star, I'm the breadwinner. The women are sacrificing. They're at home with the children. So then if it goes bad because you done went out and hit middle age and you want to get your little whore on, you don't feel like she should get anything.
Okay, now,
but
okay.
But she didn't get a chance to pursue her goals and her dreams.
Okay, but no, I hear what you're saying, but here's the first thing. My ex-wife.
Don't let me catch a flight.
No.
Yeah, please catch a flight.
No, my ex-wife.
Catch a flight. I want to talk to you.
My ex-wife didn't do any whoring. As far as with me.
No, I'm talking about the men sometimes. Y'all get
right.
like
but
I was. Hold on. A good example is Johnny Depp. He left Vanessa, who he was with for 14 years, and she birthed 2 of his children, never married her, get with Amber Turd ass, married her ass right away, and she's shitting on bed.
Okay, hey, listen.
Okay.
We really don't have any ammunition for
No,
her.
we do.
Okay, go
Because
ahead.
first of all, yes, we do.
I'm about to
Because
catch the flight.
first, yeah, you better get on the flight. As a matter of fact, give me your Cash App. I'm gonna send you some money so you can get your ass up here. Because
I don't need you to talk.
okay, because first of all, here's
here's
the first thing.
Go ahead.
Like most women, you didn't listen to the opening part of what I said, which was I gave her, and you heard me say it, that she was with him, probably was with him for a while. This is not nothing about whether she should not get something or not. That's what I exactly said about Ron Perlin's wife. So I gave her props. The only reason that I mentioned that she was black, because women in general will say, well, if a brother marries a white girl, that's what he gets for doing that. So I reversed it by just saying, and she was a black woman getting the money. Had no problem with her getting the money. It's not no problem. The problem that I have with her getting the money, as well as what Lewis had and other men, is of what she's getting. And just because if she did have the kids, that's still not fair for anyone to get almost 60% of your income because you were married to me and we had kids. You're not, and men, and see, the problem is women think we look at you guys, in your own words, as whores. We don't. If you are our wives, we married you for that reason. But that doesn't mean that you did not take a shot in all the practice shot or get up for practice or this or that. Just because you had the kids and you raised the kids, took care of the house, I'm still supplying. I never said that she should not get anything. And I think in the beginning of this conversation, when I spoke on him, I made it perfectly clear that this woman was with him, that, I'm not saying that she shouldn't get any money. I said, but what she is getting is unfair.
$12,000 a month? That ain't really.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said
That's not a lot for his.
Now we talk.
That's nothing compared to what those women got. But y'all are really seem like you have a issue with this sister getting the money.
See, you making it black. See, I should have never said nothing because
I said. Okay, that's what I said. You shouldn't have said.
I should have never said that because everybody, if she was white, it would have been unfair. And I agree with you with the Johnny Depp thing. It's white. If she was white, I'm saying women in general, it's not fair. Is it fair that Barry Bonds pays $49,000 a month for a child that is almost was out of school to a point where he had to get reduced? Is it fair for an NBA player, Blake Griffin, to have 2 kids by a white woman and she's getting $25,000 to $30,000 or more a kid plus? You saying that's fair?
Well, that's what Blake.
No. Let's not keep your voice up. Keep your voice up.
Out the window and thought he got something special with the white
He
girl.
did not.
That's what he did.
Blake Griffin is half white. What do you see? This is so. No, it can't be. Oh well, you have to stick to your narrative.
Oh well.
No,
but
but let me finish though. If you're going to be fair in a conversation, and I'm not going to speak loud so no one thinks I'm yelling. If you're going to be fair in a conversation like this, and you're going to use race, and then you say, oh, he's half, but oh well. It's not about race. I just said it because of the reversing of people always saying they think white women get the money. Well, sisters got the money on this one. But is it fair? Were you one of the people, I'm just asking, when Mary J. Blige's husband wanted to get the money, were you one of the people, like a lot of women that said, oh, he's a lazy bastard, and men too. Oh, man, that's some punk shit. You get your own.
Actually, no, my thing is, if we're okay when it's, typically the woman getting the money when a divorce, and we're talking about we want equality, then we can't get mad when the woman is the breadwinner and the dude gets the money.
I'm asking, are you like that?
Whose husband is an ex-NFL player, and she's having to pay him $4,500 a month because his ass stopped working to take care of the kids, and she's taking care of 4 mortgages.
But let me ask you this question. Let me ask you a question. But see, look like you said, his ass sitting at home. Is it fair?
Well, I guess it is, and that's what the court ordered.
See, so the point is, you're saying it's fair, but it was hard for you to say that was a fair situation because you said, well, that's what the court ordered. It's not fair. That's what the court ordered. Listen, if life was really fair, which it isn't, then if when Lewis was married.
No, hold on. Don't have this conversation with her. Don't.
Okay, no, well, okay. Okay.
I've had conversations like this with Seymour, and I know what's going to happen at the end.
Okay, so let me so if I'll use me. If I'm married,
wise man, Lewis.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, if I'm married or anybody, just say anybody's married, and you bring someone into the relationship, to me, if you really want to be fair, then what you should do is say, okay, what did you come in a relationship with? You leave what you came in with, I'll leave what I came in with. Whatever we might have earned together, or you help me with directly, okay, you get some of that. Or with the kids, all right, what would it cost to take care of a kid if I wasn't living in Beverly Hills or somewhere else? What would it be? See, there's a whole lot of different factors.
That's called a prenup.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if you don't have one,
I'm just saying, yeah, but that's called the prenup.
I mean, even people got on Tiger Woods, and Tiger Woods gave his ex, more money than what the prenup was. So, I mean, do you think it's fair that Michael Jordan's wife got $165 million?
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's a futile argument to talk about what's fair. This is what the court ordered.
Okay, so then you can't say that we were.
Hold on, Michael Jordan wrote her the check in court, and he went out and made that and then some. So he wasn't belly aching about it. So why are we worried about?
See. Hold up. Now you switching it. Hold up. You switching it. I didn't say belly aching. No, you're switching it. We're not worried about it. You called and said, why were we worried about the sister getting it? So we weren't doing belly aching. We just made a comment about that.
I wasn't belly aching.
No, you just made a comment.
It's wrong that she got that money, but I'm like, what she got is nothing compared to what Jeff Bezos' ex-wife got or what Bill Gates.
Right, exactly.
Nobody batted an eye at that. But
And
this
don't.
little bit that this sister is getting, that's not fair. It's because she's a sister. What y'all be saying is
All
not
right.
fair.
All right, so-
No,
All right, so you're making it that. I didn't make it that.
Let me ask this: is when they do these rulings, they base it on a percentage of the income, right?
Yes.
Is this?
Yes, it's based on what your income
And I
is.
think the number of the years they were married. Too.
Married years and what she could have been making.
And I also think the grounds of the divorce is infidelity and stuff like
No,
that.
that has nothing to do with it.
That has something to do with it too.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think too.
don't think so?
Like,
No, I know so on that. It doesn't.
I think sometimes like some women are in an abusive situation. She could have been. I'm not saying Ron Perlman, but in some cases, I know that some of these women have been abused.
Okay, so here's my thing. My thing is, you're still working through all your relationships that hurt you.
No, I'm not.
See right there.
See, no, that's very unfair. No. Let's keep it. No, hold on, Lou.
Stop taking
No,
things
I'm
so
not taking personal. But let's speak.
Hold on,
No, let's. No. Let me say this before. Go ahead. You go first. Let her go first. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What Porter just said. So I think you said, Dannon, I know Ron. He's a nice guy. You don't know Ron at home and in his marriage.
Okay.
You know him out in public.
And I said that.
They could be two different, his representatives. So you don't really know what was going on with the dynamic in their marriage.
Okay. Now let me say
know
this.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Let me say this, and also to your point. This had nothing to do with what I went through. I ain't had to pay no money out to nothing. So I just want to make sure, because I don't want people to think that I'm making this comment off of what I experienced. No. We're looking at what's happening with the laws and the courts have done to men and women.
Right, but we all take things from our personal.
I have never had to pay child support.
Yeah, I know, but you're still, even off of Ron. Ron's my good friend, and so that's a little personal to you.
Louis, the funny thing is, you agreed with me until you get the call
I'm still
big.
agreeing with you. I'm just taking a sidebar to say that when we discuss things with people, we do bring our personal feelings in regards to you're standing strong and you believe. It's unfair to my good friend Ron that he should be paying.
It's unfair to anybody that has. It would have been unfair to Kobe. It would have been unfair to.
But it's more personal to you because you know Ron.
Yes.
And Ron's a good guy.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. That it's more you have more of a discussion going as opposed
in
to
terms of the
Bezos,
Ron Perlman situation.
You have more of a discussion with Ron.
Yeah, but I said Bezos because POTUS mentioned Bezos, and it's like she got $49 billion. So I mean, and he didn't complain about it. You know what I mean? So it's not an issue. I mean, it is what you work or how long you've been together. They was getting 30 years.
If Ron had $49 billion, I'm sure
he would have lost 60% of that.
He would. She gets half. She got half of everything that was in the joint bank accounts. Mm-hmm. She got half of that, as everything. She should.
Right.
38 years is 38 years.
And whether she was white or black, she got it. I mean, this sister here, I don't know who the sister is, but she's making it.
Don't put up white and black. That's what I'm saying. You add stuff to the conversation when you say white and black.
Well, it's not that
that just bothered me.
Well, it shouldn't have bothered you. but I
Well,
switched
you can't tell it didn't bother.
No,
you.
okay.
You gotta allow it to bother.
Let me put it bothered you, but I said it really to believe it or not, because the advantage was saying I was giving the sister actually props, but she was the one getting it. Because usually
you weren't giving her props.
I did, because I said
You said it wasn't fair.
it's not fair that she's getting it, but I'm saying that a sister got it.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You didn't say, hey. That's why I said when you said it, I said, all right.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a lot of soft people
But that,
left in this world, man.
no. What you have to understand is,
Because
what you
I
have to
wasn't- yeah,
understand
go
is
ahead.
when you are talking
I haven't heard anyone say that Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, and he has a whole, I think he had a girlfriend, he was cheating or whatever on her or whatever.
Was he cheating or did they divorce?
Said that she didn't deserve what she got.
He was cheating.
Bill Gates' wife didn't deserve what she got. But then the sister, she was with the dude for 38 years. Oh, that's too much. That he should be, why the belly aching with the sister getting what she got, but you didn't have that same injury when the white woman got what they got from their husband.
How do you know what I didn't
The
have?
sister got pales in comparison.
How do you know I didn't
That's
have
my
it?
point.
No, but how did you know I didn't have an issue with it? Because I just said it wasn't fair that Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah,
we're gonna leave it because I can see
this
this.
What I'm saying, but you have to realize when people are listening, okay, they're gonna take what you say to what they want to hear.
Yeah, we know that.
So that's why you have to, like, I know Seymour and I know what she's about, and I've.
Oh, so that's your friend? So you?
No, she's not,
No, I'm kidding.
She's
I'm a regular listener,
she's a regular
and
listener.
I like the show.
Okay,
And
but thank you for listening.
I like the things that I know about her, and she's a self-made woman. She worked. That's why I always ask people straight up, "How's your family first?" Because that's what people roll with.
Okay, and I do the same. Go ahead, keep going.
So it's just.
And I'm reading the Ron Perlman thing. He cheated. He cheated,
Thank you for it.
but yet he filed a divorce. He
He
filed.
filed. She didn't even file.
Yeah, he
I'm glad
filed
she
a
got a
divorce.
Okay.
So he filed a divorce.
We're not
With
here
his monkey
to
face
win.
ass.
Yeah,
I'm
you're right.
sorry.
We're not. We're just here to give them bounce us, and hopefully it'll make us money.
Yeah, because we can see it. Go ahead.
So hey, Seymour, listen, I appreciate you for
thank you for calling.
for,
And I have
indoctrinating.
one more thing.
Sure.
If y'all don't mind, I'm sorry.
No.
Did y'all hear about the young lady in Florida? Her name was Rayma McCoy. She was assaulted by a white supremacist in the gas station.
Yes, I
Yeah,
saw
we
that.
saw
girl-
that.
Yeah, he put hands on her. But why did brother? I saw a brother
he
walk
didn't do
right
shit.
by. He didn't do anything.
I saw that. I said the same thing.
That's the other part. I'm gonna get off the phone. Like, I heard first about this yesterday, and to hear some black men talk about women, y'all can't be running your mouth to men because this and this can happen. Then I find out the real story. It wasn't a liquor store. It was a gas station. She said the guy was coming in already angry, already hot, and saying racial expletives. And so she really wasn't going at him like the narrative was that I heard yesterday. But I'm hearing black men, women, you can't talk to me. This dude is a racist and a registered sex offender.
Regardless of what she said to him, once as a man and you see another man putting hands on that woman and that's your sin, you're supposed to be taking him out. You're supposed to be throwing back at him. To me, that was the weakest
I
part.
said
5
it, yeah.
days before he got arrested.
That-
So if she's 23, he's 50-something years old. But just to hear my brothers say stuff like that, when my brothers get shot down, it's black women out there marching for brothers. That shit pisses me off.
No, I'm with you. I was
To
ashamed.
no end. That kind of shit right there really pisses me off.
All right.
Yeah, we
'Cause they
fight.
don't
We
get out there and when it's us. But when a brother gets shot down, that nigga could be with a fucking white woman. It's black women out there leading them fucking marches. That shit is pissing me off. I'm taking my fucking cape off.
All right.
That's where I am with it. I'm gonna get off the phone now. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm
Man,
hot.
I-
Y'all have a blessing.
all right,
She
Seymour.
just did all the cussing.
I
and said
feel
had a
like
blessed
we
one.
are fighting the wrong enemy right now.
Right.
Like, we're fighting the wrong enemy. For those that are out there, black people that are doing black on black violence, we are fighting the wrong enemy. There is these white supremacists, is it supremacists or supremacists, are out there planning these attacks. And like you said earlier, we're worried about all this gossip and shit that ain't even important when these white folks are organizing to kill us. And we're not that situation. A brother didn't defend the sister. We are fighting the wrong enemy. The sister, the black woman is not the enemy.
See, that's why. I couldn't believe that. I'm with you, Dan.
I
saw
even
that
think
video.
some of these gang bangers out here, they're fighting the wrong enemy.
Yes.
I don't think with them. I know with them. They're terrible.
They're terrible.
It's bad.
But,
I mean,
hey,
you want to shoot somebody? Do you know last week when I had this on,
Mm-hmm.
I had the red shirt on. I was thinking about like, oh shoot, let me make sure because I know I'm close to the area. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why should I have to worry about that? But I have
Well,
to.
it's the real world.
Go ahead.
But hey, so thank you, Seymour.
Seymour, thank you so much.
Seymour is funny.
Yes. Have a blessed day, motherfucker. And God bless you.
She is a Christian.
Yeah, she sure is.
We are. I was. Okay. Another thing I was thinking about when I was, as Seymour was right, I was sitting in the airport judging people. And another thing that I started judging people on was if you're a certain age, certain things you should not wear.
I'm not going to touch that.
I mean, it's just like,
I'm not going to touch that. Because if you
I
touch that one,
old,
then people going to be like.
old guys with young clothes, old women, people with young clothes, them clothes don't fit you the right way. Because you have to have a young body.
But then you're body shaming. And then you're age shaming.
No, like I see a lot of people with bright colors on. That's too bright for you.
See, here's the difference with that. I had a professor at Ohio State tell me something. Never forget it. A brother, black man, the black man who invented that, the dimmer. The black man invented the dimmer switch.
So this is the same black man who invented the dimmer?
Mm-hmm. Look that up. At least that's what he told me.
Okay.
So he brought me to the window. Mm-hmm. He said, "Look outside." He said, "Do you notice anything outside?" So I kept looking about what the people. I'm like, "No." He said, "Look at the white people. Look at the black people." He said, "White people are wearing all these bright colors, and we wear all these dark colors." I don't know what he was trying to get to, but I think he was just talking about your appearance. So I was thinking about what you're saying with the brightness of colors we're actually wearing.
No, we can wear bright colors. I'm just saying, if you are, well, see, first I think it starts with when you're young and someone tells you that color looks great on you, or you feel that color.
Okay.
You know, like when you're young, you wear certain things and you're like, I feel good in this color.
Right.
I feel good in this type of outfit. And I think it continues to a point where, all right, you might feel that, but it doesn't look right on you.
I think if we're going to just keep it 100, which we do at this show, certain things you shouldn't be wearing at a certain age.
Like, okay, first of all.
You shouldn't be wearing the tank top as a woman if your belly's hanging out.
All right, let me jump in and say people should be free to wear whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to touch it. That's
exactly,
I knew that was coming.
I don't think people should be allowed to continue to wear true religion jeans.
Why?
Because they're too old and they don't look right. The horseshoe on the pants, those are those jeans, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Stop.
But if they feel good in it, should they care?
So why do you have to say that they can wear what the fuck they? What is that?
People should wear what they want to wear.
But
Forever 21 is not your store if
you shouldn't wear everything you want to wear if it doesn't look right on you.
Doesn't because old people got certain wounds and bad kneecaps or limbs. You know. Like women try to wear stuff off their shoulder and they got like bullet holes.
That's why when women go out, some women, and they got high heels on, and they within a half an hour they walk around with their shoes off. You shouldn't have high heels on. You know you can't wear them.
Well,
high heels are young to me.
That's a whole.
That's clothes.
I'm amazed at how women can wear. High heels.
Now just think about them young girls and they're taking their shoes off. But you see people that are older, which we're talking about after a certain age, trying to wear heels. So it's even with men. When we're out there and you trying to wear, you got 25 gold rings on and all that. You look like you
right. And I'm at an age now where I get a cramp in my foot. It hurts, but I can imagine with heels.
I can't wear heels anymore.
Because I was tripping at the airport last night. I counted how many women wore flats and how many women.
Yeah, especially walking through the airport in high heels. Yeah. No thanks.
I saw a lot of women with flats and sandals.
I'm seeing more and more of that now anyway, that more women are steering away from high heels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No comment. I ain't scared to comment. I'm the one not scared to comment.
Well, that's why you got to keep commenting.
I'm just saying, you can't see. All right.
25% of the couples in this country.
All right. See now. All right. I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want to get sensitive.
That's common. Otherwise, we don't get to know you.
Go ahead, POTUS. What do you want to show?
Go ahead and finish.
Nah, go ahead. We want to see your picture again. We want to see the bangs again. Go ahead. Whatever you want to put up. What you going to talk about?
No, he didn't really mean it.
Yeah, I really didn't. But
25% of the
Okay, everybody.
Okay, first, before we go any further, did you want the hand to be there?
she
Do you know what I'm talking about?
probably was holding up a bra. But
I'm just trying, because, yeah, do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, I
right?
saw
Her
that.
hand
Yeah,
is like,
yeah.
right, okay.
I wish you people could see this, but go ahead.
Anyway, okay. An actor gets surgery to be 3 feet taller.
I kind of heard that. I didn't, what was that
Would
about?
you go through that extreme if you were a short guy?
How do they make you 3 feet taller?
It's something that they put
In the femur, right?
in your bone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they break the femur
Yeah.
and they put this metal rod in there. And the rod, and then the bone eventually grows around the rod.
But what about the calf muscles and the ligaments that are
Is that where all your height, all that
No, but
heals and grows back at some point? They do a whole surgery, which they say is very painful. Like, I've never heard of this actor, but his name is Rich Rotella. And he says he has a difficult time landing roles in Hollywood, but most of your biggest stars are short guys.
Right.
Maybe he's just not talented.
I guess he.
Well, you know what? I guess that takes away. We can't talk about women getting breast implants no more. 'Cause I ain't heard of that one. Gosh.
Men get penis implants.
Yeah, do you?
I got mine Thursday.
Do you have a number for that?
I got mine on Thursday. Yeah.
But anyway, he went through this painful procedure because he said he was tired of being the shortest guy in the room. He's 5'5".
Well, that's not really.
And he's trying to get to 5'8".
Nah, but it's
So you said 3 feet. See, that's
No,
scary.
I said they're adding 3
3
feet
feet.
to his 5'5", so he would be 5'8".
Is that 3 inches or 3?
no, 3 feet. 3 feet. 12. 3 12s.
312.
Oh, maybe
And
it's
he said-
3 inches. My bad. It's not 3
listen,
feet.
think about what you're saying. 3 feet. And he's
Yeah, my
5'5",
bad.
5'8".
It's not 3 feet.
That's
It's
60 to be a
it's
6
three.
footer.
It's 3 1/4 inches.
A foot is 12 inches.
Right.
Yeah.
If you
so
add 3 of them, that's 36.
Right. Got you.
you're
My
right.
fault.
My bad. I
That's
said
Ohio State.
feet when it's
That's
inches.
Ohio State, Sonoma State. See
So
this?
Yeah.
he hopes to be
Education.
5'8" by the end
Education, lack of education.
all day long.
He hopes to be 5'8" by the end of July.
Yeah, because you said 3 feet. I'm like, damn, that nigga
No.
6'9".
No, you're
I
right.
hope he don't get a defective rod.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I messed up on that one.
Well, I can see now something like that, even though I know it's probably painful. I think the healing process will be a lot easier because it's not so wide.
I mean, but I can see. But my thing is, you got that guy who's a little person who's one of the best actors. You know that little
Joe
person.
Pesci.
No,
Joe
not Joe
Pesci.
Pesci. It's another guy that's a little person. He's
a mini me.
Tom Cruise is not tall.
no, but
yeah,
this
he's
I
tall.
forgot
He's
this
not.
actor's
There's a
name.
lot of them, though.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
In fact,
Go
he
ahead.
brought up those actors' names whenever he was turned down. He was like, well, what about Elijah Wood, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Dustin Hoffman, Tom Cruise? And he keeps their names in his wallet and sometimes pulls it out in auditions to point out that, well, these guys are short.
So the question is,
I go
what
with your
parts?
point.
I'm gonna say, what parts are he going out for? Like, if he going out for those parts, he's not gonna beat these dudes out anyway.
Well, I'm like Poet. He just must not be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
thi-
say, yeah, he gotta be a terrible
Yeah,
actress.
I don't think he's probably
Can-
doesn't have the it factor.
Can I ask a question? This is a woman's question. I just because I don't know. When women get implants, because I know after 10 years they're supposed to get a change in their breast implants. But when you get butt implants, don't you think that's kind of dangerous?
In most situations, it is.
Okay. I was just wondering. Because you say how painful this surgery is for him, but like just sitting down, I mean, I would think, a lot like, the rate of people dying over in the Dominican and all that
Yeah.
is going up, as So
Yeah.
sisters, women in general, not sisters, just women in general. We
But
love you
there-
the way we love you the way you are.
There's men that get the muscle implants
Yeah, I saw that too.
in their chest and their arms.
Yeah, I got mine Wednesday.
Which
Louis
size
got a lot of
bra do
things.
you wear now?
Louis got a lot of things Wednesday.
So shout out to Kendrick Lamar. His new album hit #1. It's his latest album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, continues his streak of top-ranked albums for Billboard 200 chart. The Compton rapper went to #1. This marks Kendrick's 4th consecutive album to debut at the top of the charts. So congratulations. I hear a lot of people raving about this album. I haven't heard it yet, but
He got a song with Kodak Black that I really like.
Okay.
It's weird too. I mean, I never thought but I like Kodak Black. I like him.
I don't know what that is.
yeah.
Rapper, young boy.
The OJs are getting ready for their final tour. After 60 years in the business, the guys are saying goodbye to the road. They'll be performing over 60 years of classics.
Man.
No dates have been set yet, but when they are, we'll keep you posted. Moving on, the man who attacked Dave Chappelle is facing unrelated charges from another violent incident.
This dude is sick.
Yeah, he's accused of stabbing his roommate during a fight at a transitional living facility. So I guess he also came out and said that the Dave Chappelle attack was triggered by his jokes about the transgender and homeless community.
Can I say something about that?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I think I figured out why Dave is going at him.
What do you mean going at it?
Well,
At the transgender?
Yeah, like he always makes jokes.
Uh-huh.
Remember Dave spoke about, because recently he's been on stage a lot, and he'll have jokes on it. And I guess he just popped up. He had a pop up. Did you hear about that? He popped up at this comedian's show. You heard about that?
Uh-huh.
And there was no cameras in the loud, and he did a joke, and people were like, some people thought it was real funny, others was mad. Dave was cool and had a transgender, as we know, lady, open up for him. Remember?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And because the transgender people backed Dave during the Netflix thing, that they attacked her, not physically, but went at her,
right,
to the point where, committed suicide. So I think I don't know, but I'm just thinking that's one of the reasons, because he was a man. He's like, you went at somebody when I was supporting you guys, and you know what I mean, and now you still were trying to make, still go at it. It's like, I think that probably bothered Dave. I would like to ask him that. Because I think that's, sometimes when you feel like somebody, put it this way, you know how you see somebody keep going at a guy when you know you're messing with somebody? So you can be like, all right, you're going to keep going at him, I'm going to go at you. You know what I mean? So it's like a bully type of situation. But Dave's not the bully. I think he's just going at him because they were the bullies.
I get that Dave is going to be Dave, and he's not worried about the cancel culture.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes without saying. I mean, I would say, really not. I feel like Dave saved comedy, but
yeah, but I don't think he's more disrespectful to the gay community than he is. I mean, he speaks on a number of things, and I think because they were going at him, he just kept doing
purposely,
it. Yeah, to say you guys ain't gonna shut me down. Because a lot more was worse back in. I mean, I won't say worse. I'll just say comedians have more freedom to say what, they could talk about everybody without anybody.
Well, we still can. We just got to pay the price.
Okay, so the next story, people are pretty upset at Walmart. They're celebrating Juneteenth with a special ice cream promotions. They rolled out the Juneteenth ice cream meant to celebrate the upcoming federal holiday, which is observed on June 20th. The ice cream is a swirl, red velvet, and cheesecake flavor. Sold under Walmart's Great Value brand. The packaging is of an image, and here's the packaging.
Okay.
Of an image of two black hands with the Pan-African colors of yellow, green, red, and black as the background. The pint includes the message, share and celebrate African-American culture, emancipation, and enduring hope.
You did hear the news, though, right?
Did somebody trademark the name?
No, that they pulled it.
Did they pull it?
Yeah. Because people, I don't understand black people. I mean, we want all the stuff. We want to be included. and we take everything so motherfucking personal. I see nothing wrong with that ice cream. So Walmart pulled it because they were getting so many people
I kind of
bitching.
felt that way with you, Dannon. I felt
oh my God, we
like
agreed. Oh my God, y'all, this is the first.
I kind of felt like
what do we want?
But the other issue is I heard that a white company trademarked the name Juneteenth.
But to me, it doesn't. Look, if whoever came up with whatever it was, if you didn't trademark it first, that's what happens. They can take your name. If you don't trademark your name, they can get your name before you get it.
Right. I personally did not see anything
I didn't see nothing wrong with this.
With the ice cream.
Black people, man, I'm sorry. Everything, we're so sensitive to everything. Everything bothers us. Aunt your mama. I mean, damn, we had somebody selling syrup. Grits, can't have them. So then when we ain't on nothing, then there's a problem. Well, y'all don't include us in nothing. Well, shit, everything we include you on, that's why we can't get no damn Kentucky Fried Chicken commercials.
And the flavor sounds delicious.
We eat it.
Velvet with cheesecake.
Who came up, I forgot the comedian. Was it Dave or Chris Rock that talked about watermelon? Because they were complaining about, they always had a joke, and black people were like, yeah, I love watermelon. And one of the comedians said, I forgot who it was. I'm happy you thought it, POTUS, because this is just getting ridiculous with us. I mean, everything bothers us. Every single thing. Oh, man. So I guess this is racist. It's not racist. We're celebrating our independence. You do it with the Irish people. They drink green beer. You don't hear the Irish people out there bitching and moaning about something. You don't hear the Italians on when it's their holiday. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear no one else.
Would it make a difference if it was like a black-owned company? And black people shop at Walmart.
What you mean? That is damn near a black-owned company, Walmart.
Would it make a difference if it was a black-owned ice cream company or Ben and Jerry's? Because they're political,
But you're making a great point right there. Look, Walmart caters to black people. We cater to black people. That's all you see on these Instagram videos of either the people going in fighting in Walmart, this or that, whatever the situation. We cater to black and white people, but people of lower income a lot of times, and people that have money.
Okay, so the argument
so what's the issue
in the chat room is our people aren't getting any money from it.
Lord, you ain't getting no money from that toilet tissue you just brought to wipe your ass with, or the chicken. I mean, think about it. I mean, it's just amazing.
I think
that was pretty interesting.
But I mean,
that you're not getting any money from the toilet paper. I've never thought of it that way.
But
But now when I sit down, I'm going to look at it.
like that. Like I ain't gonna wipe my ass so I ain't get no money from this.
But the toilet paper company doesn't have the red, black, and green on the packaging and claiming Juneteenth.
It depends on what you eat.
Thank you. I mean, just think about it though. It's so we do this with everything. We got mad at Hammer when he was making
popcorn
chicken
commercials.
But that's all we did was eat popcorn chicken. We go to McDonald's. I mean, you do know, African Americans, that we spend the most money in the economy, over 350 something, I think $1 million or $1 billion a year.
Well, just stick with something.
I mean, people say. I mean, I'm happy that you feel that way. I'm not sure how Lewis feels, but I just think we're getting out of here.
I personally was not offended by that, but
everything offends us.
I really don't have an opinion on it because I can't eat ice cream.
Yeah.
You
if
lactose?
If it was on sorbet, I'd have an issue.
But let me ask you a question though. On other items and things like that, like, did you have a problem with the Aunt Your Mama box or the syrup?
Did I have a problem? I did.
You didn't even probably even realize it. Probably didn't give a fuck.
I realized it, but I have so many other things in front of that I can't get to that.
But
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, I have so many other things that I'm trying to accomplish in life and that are more important.
But see,
that I can't let that get me to an emotional state.
Okay, it's not even to be an emotional state. It's just a question. Would that have bothered you?
I'm not even entertained. I don't care.
Well, you gotta care. You got a mic in front of you. What was your opinion? Just like you just told me.
As far as my opinion about the Aunt Your Mama, I didn't know her.
What about you, POTUS? This motherfucker ever telling jokes.
I still bought the syrup with her on it.
Or without.
I'm buying the pine meal, pepper meal,
actually,
or something
I put my.
That's what I'm saying.
I put my grandmother's picture on my syrup.
I mean, it's just I really feel, and then when you do that, depending on what black person's looking at you and how they're looking at you, oh, you're a coon, you're a sellout. It's like, I understand now why some black people feel the way they feel, because we can't satisfy ourselves. We just can't. But if, like you said earlier, POTUS, when we talk about black on black crime, hardly anybody talks about it. But if we talk about a white supremacist, which we should, does something to us, we all bond together. We should be bonding together. Like you said, we're fighting the wrong battle.
I don't even feel like we bonding together on this white supremacist stuff, really. I just.
But you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just using it as an example. You know what I'm saying? And I understand what you're saying on that. Even that, because that's not being talked about a lot. But I'm saying, look, we have ice cream. Walmart is showing some. Even if you can eat the ice cream and save the cup. Something saying, letting your kid or this is a holiday, our national holiday. We fought for the holiday.
Is it racist that iced tea is on the box of Cheerios?
Well, you saw what they're doing now, right? With
iced tea's on the box. I bought Cheerios just because iced tea is on the cover of the Cheerios box. I bought it because of that.
But you know why? Because it's marketing. Because black people usually like to gravitate to black things.
Yeah, well,
So it's just. You like the ice cream. Like, you eat watermelon. I ain't gonna eat a watermelon in front of this white person. Nigga, eat the watermelon.
No, I don't eat watermelon.
I mean, then you got lactose.
Did you see the episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm when J.B. Smooth loved watermelon?
No, I missed that one.
They kind of hid it because of the stereotype. Right. So he was like a closet watermelon lover.
But think about it. As funny as that is, that's sad, because that's how a lot of people are. Black people are we complain, we can say what we want, but we complain about everything when they do try to, or when we try to, but I don't know.
All right. So
it's interesting, man.
Not that discussion. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'm just kidding. It's all good, but look, I love you, man.
I got one more story, and then we have a phone call.
Wow.
That's saying shut up, Lou.
Congratulations to the guy. You remember back a few years ago that Central Park Karen fake called the police on the bird watching guy? Well, Christian Cooper, which is his name, is now host of National Geographic's Extraordinary Birder.
He's a sucker anyway. He is. He took the charges down. He should have charged her. And I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying
a lot. She lost her job.
But he could have lost. See, this is what you're saying earlier. What you're really saying on that white supremacist stuff. When we have a chance to legitimately get them for something that they've done to us, we all of a sudden want to take the high road. Now, yeah, he got that show, but this dude, first of all, they was looking at him like he's probably a little soft anyway, which I heard he was. But he didn't want to go press charges. Why would you not, when someone could have cost you your life? That's why Dave's mad right now with what happens here. It's not the fact that this is a brother he doesn't really want to go to jail, but he could have hurt him. It's crazy.
Anyway, he will be hosting National Geographic's Extraordinary Birder.
I won't be watching.
All right. Anyway, that's the end of that news. We have a call.
Why you gotta hate on the man?
Right,
but
that's his personal
you
choice.
Called him soft twice.
See, it's funny she should say that, but we just agreed. We just agreed
he
on
shouldn't or shouldn't have pressed charges, but after a while, it's not even up to him to press the charges. It's up to the district attorney once it's in their hands. But let's take this last call. We only got a few minutes left. Seymour is back on the line.
Damn, what did I say? No, I'm just kidding.
You keep saying, or you keep referencing, it's not just you, Dannon. It's quite a few of us who have bought into this black-on-black crime.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, so scary.
And I just want to let you know that crime does not have a racial pathology. Crime, basically, the components of crime is poverty, opportunity, and proximity. There is no racial pathology to crime. So we don't hear white-on-white crime, but most white folks are killed by white folks. You never hear the news talk about white-on-white crime because they use that term to try to make us look more violent.
So are you defending that?
Most Asian people are killed by Asian people. You don't hear about Asian on Asian crime. Most Mexican people are killed by Mexican people. You've never heard Mexican on Mexican crime. But we hear black-on-black crime all the time because they're trying to paint us as more violent. And then if you're going to talk about black-on-black crime, you have to talk about our legal system and the inequalities there. that makes us look more criminal as well because we tend to get harsher sentences for doing the same crime. So you please, if you could, work to stop saying black on black crime. It's just crime.
I disagree with you, but I'll go ahead because my point is this. Wait, I didn't say nothing. I was quiet. Now let me say something. I don't care about the Asian on Asian crime. I don't care about the white on white crime. I care about what happens to us. Us as a people that make up less than now 12% of the population in America. I care that I still got a red shirt on right now, and I got to make sure that I don't go 6 blocks one way on L.A. that can catch me in the middle of something. So whether it's crime on crime, no. And whether the media is saying it, it's black on black crime, and it's happening. Right. And people are being killed.
But let me ask you a question. Do you have anybody that's not black in your family that you care about?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you do care about crime. Because if something happens to them
that's a stretch. That's not what I'm saying. It's not about not caring about someone being hurt. See, but
that's what you just said.
I'm more okay. Let me say this. So I am more concerned. Crime. It's just like she is more concerned about the fact that how black crime is being shown. I'm saying that I'm more concerned about the fact that we are doing it to ourselves.
And she's saying that there's reasons for everyone that's doing it.
Okay, does it make it right?
My point is, honestly, though, Dannon, I understand what you're saying, but my point is, when you say black on black crime, you are perpetuating this farce that black people are more violent than anybody else.
No, what I'm trying to tell us is not to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that.
But when you say that, but you like I said, we never hear white on white crime, but black on black crime is a thing that black people, it's almost like we internalize. Yeah, we are bad. Yes, we are violent, but it's not just us.
So let me ask you.
All I'm saying though is that crime has no racial pathology. It's proximity, opportunity, and poverty. Now, yes, I guess you could say, well, a lot of black people are impoverished. All black people are not impoverished. Just like I had an issue with Young Thug's ignorant comment the other week talking about poor people shouldn't have children, and now his ass is locked up on a RICO account. So being poor, you don't feel like they should procreate, but then you have money and you still out here committing crime, allegedly. So I'm just saying, I just want you to be mindful that black on black crime, I understand what you're saying, but when you use that term, you are perpetuating that we are more violent than any other race. And I'm just saying that crime does not have a racial pathology. That's all I'm saying.
No problem.
The 3 components of crime, again, are poverty, opportunity, and proximity. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Now, I appreciate the call, but this is what I want you to do this week, okay? I want you to call back next Tuesday, and I want you to give me the report of shootings in Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, all the major black cities over this holiday weekend. And I just asked you. I listened to you.
I want you to look at Wells Fargo and redlining and look at how.
I already know that. Reverse redlining, I know all of that. But yeah, but let me ask you a question.
I understand what you're saying, but it's not. Not like what you're thinking, though. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's a problem. But it's not this black on black thing. It's not. We're not inherently more violent than anybody else.
This is what I'm saying. The things that we can control, I feel we should control. Reverse redlining. If Wells Fargo is doing that, and we got all these things, we understand that. This is not something new that we have not gone through in terms of being poor, being broke, being discriminated against, systemic racism. But when I feel like I got to watch my back with my own brother of a dude that I say was up to, and then I'm watching it and I know it's happening, I'm concerned about that. So I understand what you're saying. As far as I can see, it's black on black crime.
You have to watch your back, and if you go to a white neighborhood, go down south and go somewhere else.
Again,
right?
What I'm focusing on is that.
Yeah, we've all been conditioned
because if that's the case,
around white folks than we are around our own, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta, but you want to keep your head on a swivel, but it's not just don't be afraid of our people.
I'm not afraid. Being afraid is making a comment about the crime is not saying that you're afraid. It's saying that when do we put our foot down and be the dam and stop this?
All right. So listen, thank you, Seymour.
Thank you very much for your call.
This is why
Bye-bye.
I need someone I can't deal with the co-host from Ohio State.
Hey, well, y'all can
Y'all
know
too
what's
smart.
y'all can
Y'all
find.
too smart. Too much. That was a good but see,
Yeah.
that's the thing about that's what sparks good conversation. It made her call back, and you guys had a great conversation. And somebody
And I listened.
People, you did a better job of listening.
Thank you.
But
is there anyone in here that disagrees with me?
We're not here to agree or disagree.
No. Actually, let me say this. Is there anyone else that maybe in the chat room?
We don't care.
We don't care no more?
Don't have to. It's out there.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. You are not going to get the affirmation that you want.
Okay, you're right. You're absolutely right.
It's out there.
You're right.
You can get it if you're at home with someone you love, or your mom or your dad, or you. But out there, it's too many minds.
Okay.
It's a lot of people who might agree with you, and they're sitting there, and it's a lot of people who don't. But the beauty is that they're listening to you.
Right.
So you don't have to have them. Just keep doing you.
Okay.
And
No problem.
they'll keep paying attention to you, like Seymour does. So you're on the radar now, in that respect. So that's the good part about radio. Listen, I have to I go to practice and deal with some black white kids, and I don't know what kind of crime they're going to commit.
Or with their parents.
But thank you. The POTUS report was hilarious.
Yes, it was great.
The funniest thing is we just have to freeze that part.
Yeah.
I want to freeze that part.
I just have to keep my ears ready for it because it usually blows away a cell.
But a good conversation. Thank you so much for all listening.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody in the chat room and everybody that has been supporting the studio. Thank you. We do truly appreciate you guys. It said Lovelace in the chat room says, "Will you please let Dannon know I support what he was saying? Thank you."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Lovelace.
They're there.
Okay.
You're not going to get it. It's not because you're used to doing stand up and you're used to feeling it right back.
Right. Okay. I appreciate that, Lovelace.
Don't.
Yeah, some people are going to agree. Everybody's not going to agree with everything that's said.
Yeah, and some people are not going to say anything at all.
That's true.
Just listen.
So we out. These girls are just getting up right in the middle.
Yeah, right. No, bye.
Bye, y'all.